back to my channel. I'm so excited to be back here. Today I'm actually filming in my room. I'll show you guys what you're looking at right now. So this is the wall in my room, so I'm just behind it right now. So you already know what time it is. I'm back again with another story time video. If you guys have not subscribed yet, then please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell to notify you every time I post something new. And I'm so excited to be back here to see all of your beautiful faces back into my channel. So you already know how these story times go. I'll be going ham for y'all, so I'm ready. So this is the time when my friend and I faced racial problems when we went to Walmart. And this is not the first time the Walmart in Oneonta, like I don't care, I'm saying it, in Oneonta, does this all the time. Like this is not the first time like we've been dealing with problems like this. This was on a weekend. Like I was supposed to help my friend decorate her room and buy some stuff at Walmart so that we could finally finish helping her move in and decorate her room and everything. So we decided to go to Walmart to buy she needed a TV, command hooks to hook up her curtains, etc. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna come help you. Let's go to Walmart and get all the stuff that we need so that when we come back we'll just decorate and stuff. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. Sometimes when black people go into stores and stuff, they get followed around because apparently we're stealers. Sometimes people just assume negative stuff about them because they think that they're gonna take something, or you know, they're gonna steal. Like, who needs to steal at Walmart? Come on now. So we go to Walmart, right? And then we're looking for a TV. So she has a budget. We're trying to figure out like which TV to get and stuff, and it was complicated. So then we asked this guy that works over there. I wish I knew his name. So we asked this guy to help us, you know, find the right TV for her and like what he recommends and stuff. So he comes over, he helps us out. He eventually helps us pick out a TV, and then we're like, oh, could you help us carry it to go pay for it? And he's like, actually, you can just come behind here and then I could take you to the lady to just help you pay for it. I'm like, okay, cool, so that we don't have to walk all the way across, because the place where you buy TVs and technology and all that stuff is way behind where every other register is. So it was a good thing that they had a cashier over there. So we went over there, he stood and he helped us get over there, and then we paid and everything. So my friend, like, she has this habit, like when she gets a receipt, she just crumble it and puts it away. You guys have seen her before. Sita Baby, she's been in my videos. If you haven't seen her, go ahead and check those videos out. My collabs with her are awesome. So he helps us, like we paid everything and everything. So we got the receipt and then we're about to leave because we had every other thing that we needed. So then I'm like, wait, bro, we forgot your command hooks, like to hook your curtains. She's like, oh yeah. So we went back to get command hooks, right? And mind you, we have like the receipts, all these bags and everything. But the TV, they're not gonna bag the TV, right? So we went and get the command hooks. So we come back to the register, and then the lady that was there wasn't there. It was another person. It was actually the man that was helping us and two other people that were there. So we're like, oh, we just need to pay for the command hooks. And then he's like, okay. So he scans the command hooks, so we had a couple. So he scans all of them, and then he goes, and the TV. I'm like, what you mean, and the TV? Like, we just paid for the TV. He's like, oh, can I see a receipt? I'm laughing. I'm like, oh, he's just being funny. Like, he's not dead ass. Like, so he's like, no, I'm serious. And then the girl behind her, like, I hate when they do this. Like, sometimes, like, when you clearly know there's a racial problem going on, there's always someone there that's trying to sugarcoat something. Like, no, he's serious. Like, he just always does that. He just want to make sure you guys paid. And then it's like, no, like, you're just trying to sugarcoat whatever he's trying to do, because he knows we paid. He helped us. So then I go ahead and mention, I'm like, well, you know, like, he helped us. He's the one that helped us pick out the TV. He's the one that took us all the way to the back to pay for the TV. I just don't understand, like, where you're trying to, like, you know, say. He's like, oh, ma'am, don't make this difficult. Just bring out the receipts if you have a receipt or whatever. I'm like, all right. You know what's funny? We wasn't about to take the receipt too. We was like, nah, it's okay. Because you know how they always ask you, oh, you want a receipt? Now I always take my receipts. I don't care where I'm at. If someone asks you to take your receipts, take them, because people are crazy, right? So then I go ahead, I'm like, no, I'm like, bro, just take your receipt. Because I've been hearing stories about Walmart, and I personally faced some stuff before I went with her. So I told her to take her receipt, because sometimes they like to pull you aside to DK check your receipt and act like, you know, there's something like you were stealing or something. You know, it's just not a good look. Like, there was this one time I didn't have my receipt, and they called me out like, oh, you don't have your receipt, you didn't pay for it. They tried to play that with me. So then I went back to the cashier and I called that lady that, you know, thank God she was there. And I was like, you were the one that, like, you know, rang me up and everything, checked the cameras, like, I paid everything. And they were like, oh, I'm sorry, eventually. But they like to pull that stunt on black people, and I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. So he's like, you know, like, oh, show me the receipt for the TV. And my friend is like catching an attitude, because she don't play that. All right, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, she do not play that. She gets the receipt, and then like she's so mad because I get like when you're in that like situation, trust me, like you get so angry, it's ridiculous. So she's getting mad, and I could tell she's getting mad, and she had like so many other receipts in her wallet because we bought mad stuff. Like I said, we was helping her decorate her room. We went to TJ Maxx, we went to other stores before we went over there, so she had like other receipts with her. So she's like mad, and like she's trying to look, she couldn't find it, and which makes the situation worse because it's like I'm like, oh my god, please find the receipt, because I don't want them to think like we didn't pay, because I don't know where the lady's at. So she got like 5 different receipts, y'all, and then she gave it to the guy, and the guy's like going over it. You know what's funny? The first one was in it, the second one was in it, the fourth one was in it, the third one, the fourth, every receipt he's checking was in it. So then before he got to the 5th one, like on the 4th receipt, he goes ahead and said like, but you pay for it though, you know, like trying to be like, oh, like all these receipts is not it, but you claim you pay for it though, right? All right. So he got to the 5th receipt, and then he's like, okay, this is it. I'm like, oh, what do you know? We paid for the TV, right? He's like, well, you know, sometimes you have to double check because people like, I'm like, because you mean like because black people be stealing? So then he doesn't say anything, so I let him bring up the, you know, the command hooks and everything. And then when he gives us everything, he's like, have a good day. I'm like, by the way, not every black person that comes to Walmart or to any store is a stealer. Like sometimes it's just like, you know, you don't have to assume everyone is here to do bad stuff, especially black people. So then he's like, I'm sorry, ma'am, like that's not what I was trying to say, like I'm sorry, that was not my intention, that's not what I wanted you to feel, like blah blah blah. He's saying all this nonsense. I'm like, yes it is. So my friend is mad, and like she's talking crazy too. Honestly, I just wanted to go over that counter and just poop his shit. Like I was so tight. But yeah, so we got into this whole argument, and I was just basically trying to educate him, because it's like, it's not every time a black person comes to somewhere in the store or anything, they're automatically a stealer. And unfortunately, we deal with this situation all the time in America, and it's just something that we're supposed to put up with. And it's like, I'm not putting up with it, and I hope, hopefully, anyone else that's watching this that's been through it, do not put up with it. Like, just don't put up with a situation like this. You don't have to put up with it. And people just expect us to be like, oh, just like shut our mouths about it and anything. I'm more than happy to like welcome my platform for that and to talk about it and for it to shed a light on it. Like, I don't care, period. So yeah, like they tried me, and this is not the first time, but I was not gonna let it rock, and I was not gonna let it go, and I was not gonna let it just be like that. And I wish I showed you like his face when he found out that we paid for it. He was so like, he was like. And what pissed me off is like he went and he was like, but you pay for it though. Before he finished even looking at all the receipts, like, calm yourself down. And even if we did still, it's not like your paycheck is still going to be like lower. Like, you're still going to get your same paycheck. So why are you going so hard? Like, relax yourself. I can't. But that's all the time I have for today. That was the story time when Walmart thought they could try me. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe, and be sure to hit the bell to notify you every time I post something new. I hope you guys enjoy it, and more videos to come. Be sure to subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you for being back here, and I'll see you guys next time.